Hi internet. It's day 86 of 365, day 38, I think. Yeah, day 38 of the Media Fest Lent. Um, um, Today I'm calling it Make 'em Laugh because, like previous days, I have somehow I did it again. I messed up my audio and I had like beautiful, like, I even like poeted. That's not a word. Um, but I'm gonna draw it back. I'm gonna sum up my day shorter. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe these things happen because God is like, I get you're emoting online. I get you need this, but you talked too long, so I'm gonna mess up your audio so you do it again, but make it shorter. Um, Not, because everything I said is still valid. It was just a long sentence, a run on sentence. So we'll keep it short. Make him laugh after Singing in the Rain, that song with Don O'Connor, visualizing it. I need that. It's making me laugh. Because today was a bad day. I talked about swearing because I called it a day earlier, and I'm like, oh, maybe I'll censor myself a little bit. It was just a bad day. There was good moments. There was definitely bad moments, and there was a lot of angst, anxiety, and I think my own ineptitude of YouTubing has made me realize, you know what? Not that big of a deal. No, it is a big deal. Like, it is. It really is. I don't want to diminish my pain, but I'm also reframing it. Um, Talked about that. Talked about how I am on a tightrope between comedy and tragedy constantly. And another thing is having my first therapy session tomorrow, first time in a while. This is therapy gold. What else did I talk about? You know what? I'm gonna leave it there. I think all this is a reminder that as fun as this experiment is of just chronicling my days, and I also need to kind of lighten up in the sense of on myself. Yeah, there's moments when I can indulge in the emo, which is good, which is why I kind of like the aesthetic of like all like no background and just ring light, key light of my big old face and my cowlick. I think one day I am gonna just call a day cowlick because with my thin graying hair, I should like blow dry it and do it nice. What's up? um yeah. I Yeah, bad day, reframing it good. Singing in the Rain, best movie. I think, yeah, Singing in the Rain is in my top 5 movies. The Mummy, you know, I'm going to say the first 2 Mummy movies, Princess Bride, Singing in the Rain, are 4, which is my 5th movie that I can watch whenever. Or, like, even in my own head, I can replay it, because I can do that with a lot of movies. But that I want to. I know this sounds weird. First movie that came into mind, Count of Monte Cristo, 2002, Jim Caviezel, and they made. I'm not gonna say I coined it, but up until I said it, I don't think anyone has referred to it like this. But I think one of the reasons I want a tall guy is because there is a lopsided heart in silhouette. If you ever look at iconic couples, I think if you have the perfect lopsided heart, it's Sound of Music, Captain Von Trapp and Maria, lopsided heart. It's not too dramatic, because there's an even. It's just a little bit to the side. It's this is pretty. This is like, oh. Anyway, Conde de Monte Cristo, lopsided heart, height difference. But is that my fifth? Because I do actually really like that movie. It's kind of hard to watch, but even like Richard Harris as the priest, it's a good movie. And dang it, I'm blanking on that actor's name. It's gonna kill me. I think it's Luis Guzman. He's in Wednesday, and he's one of those Latin actors that like is in everything. But yeah, I like his part. I think after seeing that movie, I always wanted to do like really fancy envelopes, like the black with it's that time period, right? The Napoleon Regency era where everything was hand delivered, the wax seal, and it's just so. And his entrance down when he comes out as Contra so with the slow motion billowing coat. Okay, maybe that's my fifth. Princess Bride, Mummy Returns, Mummy Returns, Singing in the Rain. Because technically Mummy and Mummy Returns are two movies. But I always see them as like kind of the same movie twice. In the best way. I don't count the third one. So let's just count that as one. And then Princess Bride, Singing in the Rain, Conde de Monte Cristo. So technically I have one more movie. What is that number 5 movie? Do I go animated? Movie that can I watch anytime it's on without skip to like favorite parts, skip to the good part. I'll have to think about that. There are a lot of movies. Prince of Egypt. I like Prince of Egypt. Is it a musical? Is it swashbuckling adventure? Is it Shakespeare? I'm not gonna lie. Romeo Juliet, 96 version, Leo DiCaprio and Claire Danes, John Leguizamo. That does hold a special place in my heart. But I don't think that would be number 5. That might be number 6. Baz Luhrmann did a lot of good movies in that regard. Heightened drama. Lord of the Rings. Can I count all 3 as one movie? Extended edition, 12 hours. No, because definitely I do kind of want to skip sometimes. Although sometimes I want to watch all of it. What takes the 5th spot? Lord of the Rings, I think, is like 6. No, Prince of Egypt 6. Lord of the Rings is 7. Chronicles of Narnia, the original one, 2005. Sequels. This is dovetailed into one of my favorite movies. Top 5. Is there anything recent that can climb to top 5? I'll have to think about this more. Because I do want to end the day, and I do want to spend some time in prayer, talking to God. Now that, like, all the anxiety, the mood has stabilized, and the bad day is gone, and I'm, don't go to bed angry. Don't go to bed anxious. That's literally what the Bible says. And I'm not. I'm not going to go to bed angry or anxious or in despair. A top 10. I actually really like Risen, biblical movie. I think I need to write this down. I don't know what takes the 5th spot. And it's totally cheating by making that into one, but it's not Citizen Kane. It's not Godfather. Cinematic masterpieces and like movies that are my top are different, you know? What is a quintessential movie that I can watch whenever? That I've purchased VHS, DVD, Blu-ray, and streaming. Monty Python. Is it Life of Brian or is it The Holy Grail? I feel like they're top 10. I think I need to do some like look through my library. Because there are more movies that I like. This is also a distraction. So, okay, I'm not going to get distracted anymore. I am going to move on to the next day because it's almost the next day. But yeah, make them laugh. I laughed today. I don't know if I made you laugh today, future me or internet person. I hope I did. I think I'm going to continue to keep this like funky colors. It does remind me a little bit that I'm kind of putting people through which is weird because Manchurian Candidate is like black and white, but sort of like that. Or no, better example of Willy Wonka and Chocolate Factory when they're going through all the colors. I get that I'm doing that. I may not do that again, but for right now, it kind of helped my mood. Good night, internet. Have a good weekend. No more dovetails. No more sidetracks. I'm gone. Okay. Bye.